Join me as I challenge myself to read these 10 chilling horror stories in one night without getting too spooked. As the winter nights creep in, there's something undeniably captivating about huddling around a screen, listening to scary stories that send shivers down your spine. The cold, dark evenings seem to amplify the fear factor, making every creak of the house or howl of the wind outside feel like a character in the story itself. There's a reason we love sharing scary stories during the winter months. It's because the unknown can be terrifying. Our imaginations run wild as we wonder what's lurking in the shadows. And horror stories have a way of bringing those fears to life. The darkness outside feels like the perfect backdrop for tales of ghostly apparitions, creepy old mansions, and supernatural occurrences that make our skin crawl. As we settle in to listen, our hearts start racing, and we can't help but feel a thrill of excitement mixed with a dash of fear. The fear of the unknown is a powerful thing, and it's something that horror stories have been tapping into for centuries. By exploring the darker side of human nature and the supernatural, these stories allow us to confront our deepest fears in a safe and controlled environment. Of course, that then doesn't mean we won't still be sleeping with the lights on afterwards. As the fire crackles and the wind howls outside, let's dive into our first few horror stories that are sure to send chills down your spine. Our first story is about a group of friends who stumbled upon an abandoned asylum while exploring the woods, only to discover that they were not alone. Then there's the tale of a mysterious figure that appears in the mirror of an old antique shop, beckoning customers to come closer. We also have a story about a creepy doll that comes to life in a small town, wreaking havoc on its residents. And lastly, there's the legend of a haunted highway, where drivers claim to have seen ghostly apparitions on the side of the road. But among these 10 terrifying tales, one story stands out as particularly spine-tingling. It's the story of a family who moves into a new home, only to discover that it's been the site of a horrific tragedy. As they settle into their new life, they begin to experience strange and terrifying occurrences that make them question their own sanity. This story is said to be so shocking that it's been banned from being told around campfires, and we're going to share it with you tonight. The story is a masterclass in building tension and suspense, and it's sure to leave you sleeping with the lights on. What makes it even more chilling is that it's based on a true story, which makes it all the more believable. The story goes that the family had just moved into their new home, excited to start a new chapter in their lives. But as they began to unpack, they started to notice strange things, doors creaking open on their own, disembodied voices in the night, and an eerie feeling of being watched. At first, they brushed it off as the typical creaks and groans of an old house. But soon, they realized that something was very wrong. As we wrap up our countdown of the 10 chilling horror stories, let's recap the common themes that ran through each tale. Fear, suspense, and a sense of the unknown. From creepy old houses to supernatural entities. These stories have tapped into our deepest phobias, making us question what's real and what's just our imagination. If you've got a favorite winter horror story that you think deserves to be shared, please drop it in the comments below. And if you're looking for more spine-tingling tales to enjoy around the campfire or in the dead of night, be sure to check out our other video on similar themes. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the darker side of storytelling. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.